Ladies and gentlemen, if there's anyone here tonight who's feeling nervous, apprehensive, or queasy about the thought of what lies ahead, it's probably not because you've eaten too much, but it's probably because you've just realised you've been married to Jay Forrester. I would just like to introduce myself to those of you who don't know me. My name is Pablo, and I'm Jay's best man. And I'd like to begin my speech by commending the bridesmaids and how stunning they look. I know what you're thinking, but you'd be wrong. It's actually quite difficult to pout, look pretty, hold all the flowers at the same time, especially for an hour. But I'm sure you'll agree that they performed well, they well studently. In fact, prior to the service, there was a touching sisterly scene. They were all having a furious argument about who was going to get first dance with the best man. But it was also sorted out with barely a broken fingernail or slashed cheek. Apparently the best man can't dance. So that's not that then. But seriously, you all look very lovely and well done, ladies. And Fiona, you look absolutely amazing. You light up the room, and I could tell that Jay was incredibly nervous. Now, before I go on to completely denigrate Jay's character as is traditional, I'd just first like to thank the Wellington Public Library for lending me a book that had a chapter entitled The Best Man Checklist. And I must confess I was puzzled by some of the things I was expecting to do. Number one, bring a checkbook or credit card for payments that the groom may have forgotten. Which, knowing Jay works for a government agency, will probably be not many of them. Also, I've only got about $10 in my pocket. Number two, help the groom dress. So Jay was featured on the street style section of the stuff.co.nz website earlier this year. So, no thanks if he hasn't learned by now. Number three, ensure that the groom uses the toilet. Again, no, I refuse. Make sure his shoelaces are tied. Yeah, okay. His face and hair are in order. Well, at least with the hair part I can help with. Nothing is between his teeth. His trouser fly is done up. And after reading this, I think maybe his mum should have been the best man.
That's hilarious.
Number four, see that angry ex-girlfriends are kept at bay. I think Fiona's already taken care of that one.
Oh, that's awesome.
Number five, bring a zip-up bag with the following items for emergencies: aspirin, antacid, toilet paper, deodorant, toothpaste, and a big black magic marker pen. I did actually bring one of these because it says here I have to. But if anyone knows what it's for, please tell me. Number six, the key to being a best man the key is to be a best man that is resourceful, energetic, and diplomatic. One who will not create or offend or create problems. And as you can see, Jay is obviously a great judge of character. Number seven, make a speech to the bride and groom. So here it is, newly married Jay and Fiona Forrester. You guys can listen in. In olden times, it was the best man's duty to protect the groom while he snatched the young bride away by defending him with the sword from would-be attackers and rivals. But I think in the case of the size of Jay's guns, he'd be the one protecting the best man and the bride, swatting down enemy arrows, climbing steep terrain, fighting off wolves, whilst doing dumbbell curls at the same time. Jay and I go way back to 2009. I remember when Jay first arrived on the scene. In the few brief minutes we shared together during the visitors' break at church, he established that he was good with numbers, had an infectious laugh and a weird accent, wore tight shirts, and he liked to flex. He was an incredibly talented and intelligent guy, ready to take on the world and get paid doing it. He was also on the lookout for the girl of his dreams, and little did he know he would have to go back to Palmerston North to find her. No, to pass the milk and back to find him. It didn't find him. An important distinction right there. I've always thought that Jay fits nicely into the category between suave, man of the world GQ model and hopeless Casanova. And I'm sure that those of you who know him best would describe him as the most romantic or relationship-savvy person you've ever met. But you'd be wrong. And I know it's traditional for the best man to wax lyrical about how Jay and Fiona met, but it's actually quite mysterious. He's never actually told me. When I put the pieces together by stalking them on Facebook, it's actually quite a touching story. You see, Jay is very ambitious and also very low-key when he wants to be. And I'm not too sure of the lurid details, but I'm sure I'll find out one day. But when I found out that Fiona started to receive bouquets of flowers in her workplace, I teased Jay about it, not knowing that it was him. "Don't tell anyone, man," was his retort. Needless to say, I realized two things that day: that Jay was easy to read, and Fiona must have been quite impressed. And I could tell something was up when at Matt Bent's 30th cowboy-themed birthday party late last year, Jay had spent half the night shepherding Fiona to the hay bales and the dessert table for some conversation. I was not part of the line dance. So. And Fiona, you are an incredible lady. The length of Jay's list that he pinned up on his prayer wall next to Bible verses and Excel spreadsheets was impressive. Then when he's picked you must have been someone's picture. You've always got a kind word to say, and you're always willing to give up your time. And you are the real deal. Like Dave Muir once said, a great marriage is not when the perfect couple comes together, it's when an imperfect couple learns to enjoy their differences. Both of you are also the most competitive people I've ever met. Everything from running, eating, sleeping, mini golf, holidaying, movie watching has turned into a heated battle, with the rest of us normal people left behind in the dust. And it's truly amazing to watch. And Jay, you may have forgotten, but I still remember the time you left me halfway through a bench press rep to join Fiona in a pump class at Les Mills. You get your pump here, bro! And I struggled the way. But he wasn't really gone. He was skinny Indian legs scampering off to perform aerobics with the girls in the room. So who was I to get in the way of true love? Fiona and Holly Jay brought that same competitive drive into the gym. You might see more results than strong ligaments. But obviously, if you're happy, I'm happy. Seriously though, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank both of them for always being there for me when I needed them, which I have certainly in the past. Even if it's just to go around for a bit of psychology, sample Jay's famous chai tea, or eat his fat out of House of Home. Would you mind standing with me as I join a close to the bride and groom? Cool. Now we had fun trying to come up with nicknames for couples around here, and I've tried that with Jay and Fiona. So here's a few names that I've come up with. Jonah, Foj, Jojo, but I guess the best one I could come up with was Fijoa. And while you're standing, I've just got a few last things to say. Jay, you are an excellent friend, and it's been an honour to be your best man. I wish you and Fiona a lifetime of love and joy, surrounded by family and friends who you love, and for all your wishes to come true, and a life of abundance and blessings. So your best is yet to come. To Fijoa!